Subband coding is your basic Bluetooth codec. It is ubiquitous, works on all devices, and takes a small amount of processing power. However, the weakness is that this is a lossy codec with a variable bitrate. Now, whilst it is theoretically capable of a maximum rate of 328 kilobits per second, a 16-bit depth, and 48 kilohertz sample rate, which actually does sound pretty good in theory, the variable nature of SBC means that this is often not achieved. Now, whilst SBC does perform pretty well on its highest quality settings, its variable nature and uneven application of standards between device manufacturers means that
everything through Twitter, Facebook, every probably social media you can think of, we're going to be announcing this giveaway because it's just that big. So run over to Amazon, check out some Tautronics products. Thanks again, Tautronics, for making life better. This one definitely breathed some new life into my old stereo equipment laying around, and I say thank you for that. If I would move the TV or something, just a great safety feature, but a lot of you will use it like in the house, you know, on a table or something, and this creates a non, you can see I can't even.
TV's in your bedroom and your partner's asleep, and yet you still want to watch TV but you don't want to disturb them, so this is like the handiest feature to do that. So I'm just going to disconnect that again. Right, now let's show you downstairs the Bluetooth working on a TV with no Bluetooth. Okay, so this is another TV. This one hasn't got Bluetooth in, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using this little Bluetooth transmitter and plugging it into the headphone jack at the back of the TV. Now, it doesn't work as well as the
anytime I have a question, they answer it within 24 hours via email.
Audio solution with a variable bitrate of 400, 560, and 900 kilobits per second. A bit depth of up to 20. Make sure that your device supports at least aptX. Those that listen to more higher fidelity audio sources, then aptX HD or LDAC would be the way to go. With that said, if you're just listening to streaming services such as iTunes and Spotify, then whether you're on Apple or Android, AAC and aptX are probably plenty enough for your needs. Having said all of that, the differences between all of these codecs is minimal. Whether you can actually hear the difference between any of these codecs is debatable. Now, the ultimate audio fidelity is absolutely more dependent on the standards implementation and DAC and amp in your portable device, and the
only problem is, now, even if I was to turn this off, it still won't come through. So there we go, that's off now. The sound's still not coming through the TV. If I turn the Bluetooth receiver off, close. And I just want to show you one other thing which is handy to do. If you then go...
I just want to explain a few important aspects related to the so-called high resolution headphones. We're going to go through 4 main points and trying a little bit to understand better what are they, how they should be constructed, let's say, and what to look for to...
Again, unless I unplug this. So even if I turn this off, because this is plugged into the headphone jack, it's still trying to send sound through here. So it's not... up from the USB port. So with this transmitter, it works wireless charging. So right now you can see the red light's on for charging, but it's also going to be working. If you haven't got any USB ports on your TV, it's not a problem, because all you need to do is get your Android mobile phone charger, or even any USB phone charger, and you just need to plug it into there and then plug that into an electrical supply to 2 RCA plugs, also known as phono plugs. So all we're going to do is plug red to red, white to white, and then we can either plug in our Bluetooth transmitter into there, or if you just want to go for your wired headphones, then you can just plug your headphones straight into there, and that will output the audio.
I mean, you're just doping the signal. It may be a little better, but that's true high res, absolutely. But that's absolutely not going to be high resolution audio. So this brings us to our third point, very important point. So after we discuss about the headphones itself and the signal, remember that from the music reproduction, the source, to the headphones, there's something in the middle. What's that? The amplifier. Oh yes. If you do not have a capable amplifier of dealing with a high frequency response signal, you're obviously going to downgrade that music.
TV. So on most of these you can just remove the microphone anyway. You can leave it connected, it's not going to do any problem. And with this one, it is going to be wireless, but it's not using a Bluetooth connection. It's using this box here to send the signal from here to here. It's using a 2.4 gigahertz technology. So with this, the TV will have to have SPDIF, which is basically a Toslink connector. It's an optical connection, and this
Wait a moment. We also want high quality, normal standard frequencies, 20 hertz, 20 kilohertz, plus with high resolution audio.
But really it doesn't make a big difference in how you use the camera. It just means it'll be a little bit better on the iPhone 7 Plus than on the 7. And right next to that, you can of course see the flash as well. That's going to really make your photos pop. All right, let's take a look at the sides of your iPhone.
If I was to go to settings and go down to sound and then across to expert settings.
Not like that, or just barely like that, okay? I don't want to obviously make any names, but we did have that moment.